Welcome back, guys. This is the absolute final update that you'll see on this test. I have done a few of these follow-ups in the past and it was well received. So we're going to continue this trend by doing a 1-month follow-up via a decon wash and an inspection, and then we'll clay bar it using a non-SiO2 or other additive spray as a lubricant, followed up with another inspection. I would like to take a moment and remind you that any of the products you see here can be purchased through the links in the video description, as it does help the channel out and helps keep this channel completely unsponsored with no outside influence or sponsors to have to please. If you'd like to further support the channel, ways to do so are on your screen here. For starters, we'll do our usual wash using Chemical Guy's Honeydew Snow Foam, rinse it, foam it again, wash it, and then rinse it. We'll inspect it there, and then we will go ahead and do our decon wash. And you can see on the screen here that it has been quite warm this past month. I just put my infrared temperature gun on it, and you can see that a lot of these hoods, it's hot enough to fry an egg on. You need 158 degrees or 70 degrees Celsius in order to fry an egg. Some of this is as hot as 165 or so, which is 74. As usual, the last 30 days weather, as well as the lifetime weather that this hood has seen over the last year and 1 month, is on your screen here. After the wash, you can see that there are still a few hanging in there. I'm showing you here in real time how the water falls away. You can see that Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Spray Wax on the left in the middle there, along with the Glossit, which is to the left of that, were two of the first to fall away. Griot's is probably the third, along with Adams Graphene, and then the Adams Non-Graphene in the middle of the hood there. Looks like G-Technic C2 V3, which is third from the right, also coming back. Now starts the fun part. Here is the iron decon. I'm going to use Meguiar's D1801 Wheel and Paint decon. This is a very hot hood sitting in the sun, so I'm only going to let it dwell for maybe 30 seconds. Then I'm going to wash it, rinse it again, and let's see if we have any changes here. All right, looks like there is a change. Griot's number 1, Adams number 2, Glossit number 3, Adams 9H number 4, Mother's up there number 5, Meguiar's number 6, and G-Technic number 7. I'm not taking into account IGL Easy Graphene in the upper right because it is a pre-production product there, so we are not going to take it into consideration. Let me know if you agree with those rankings in the comments. That's just my opinion here based on what I'm seeing. And now we're going to use a clay bar and a lube, but not a clay bar lube. Something I reached out to Nano Kotex and they supplied me with this. It's called a glass concentrate, but it has no SiO2s and it's not going to strip. It doesn't have any isopropyl alcohol, anything like that in it. So it won't add any hydrophobics. That's what I was looking for in a product for this specific instance. It won't add any hydrophobics and it won't strip any of the product. So we're going to see if that changes anything. There was a little bit of decontamination that came off the hood there. You can see it. And yeah, quite a change here. Looks like Glossit number 1 and then Turtle Wax Wet up there. And you know, remember that one was hanging on just a little bit in the corner from 30 days. So maybe it's got something there. A few changes, not a whole lot of surprises. That top row, a lot of that came back, and the last coat down at the bottom, maybe. CarPro Reload is in the lower left, and it's still completely dead. What do you guys think? You agree with that? Yeah, it brought a few of them back. There are a few changes there, but I would tend to agree. No real surprises here. The water is also drying very quickly on this hot hood. It's in direct sunlight. It's nearly 100 degrees out as I'm filming this. 39 degrees Celsius. So here's a last rinse for you. You can see, compared to new, none of them are extremely hydrophobic. The water does stick a little bit. I still think I would stick with my original decision. If you chose Glossit, Griots, Adams, or even the Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax, which has been kind of back and forth, but it's any of those would be a great choice. Glossit, when I first did this test, Glossit was $69. Now it's $49. Some of the others have come down too. Griots is $19. Now, if you see it on Amazon and it says it's $35 or $45, don't buy it. Just wait. There's a seller out there that's price gouging, so don't support them. If you're going to pay $40 for a product that you can wait to get for $20, or you can even go to your local AutoZone or big box store. A lot of those places have it for $19.99. If you guys that are in Europe, I know a lot of my viewers are in Europe, if you can get any of these over there, let me know what you can and can't get. I'm curious. I know Meguiar's is over there. Glossit seems like it's doing pretty well. CarPro Reload, it was dead after 60 days and it's pretty much stayed there. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it can be used as a topper for some of their coatings. I don't know if I'd want to use that as a topper considering how it performs. IGL Premier, it looks like it brought it back a little bit too. At this point, we're going to dry it and then we'll inspect everything really closely. We'll see how everything's looking. Looking up close and personal here, I don't see a whole lot of water spotting so far on any of these products. There are a few general swirls from washing over the past year or so. This is about 16 or 18 washes that this hood has had. It looks like IGL Easy Graphene has a little bit of marring or something going on there, but again, that's a pre-production product. We're not really going to pay a lot of attention to that. And moving on down to the next row here. Glossit Bodyguard looks pretty decent. Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Spray, Shine Armor, which had long failed, Adams, G-Technic, Griots. I really don't see a whole lot of water spotting. So you can see the etching from my old this hood being used previously. CarPro Reload. It has hazed up and it's got a lot of marring. CarPro Reload has hazed up and it has a lot of marring. Look at that. There is something weird happening there. Not sure what's going on. If you guys have any thoughts on that, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to hear. Everything else on the bottom, even the failed products, Next Gen and so on, still have pretty decent water spot resistance, but that CarPro Reload, it's almost like a white haze to it. I wonder if it had a reaction to the Iron Decon or to the Clay Bar or Clay Bar Lube. There's a different angle for you for Reload. You can see some of the marring. It actually has some little spotting on it too, whereas the neighboring panels do not have that. Definitely would like to hear your thoughts on that. I'm curious. Tried to change the angle. You can see directly in the sun, little water spots, better or worse. Again, I don't see, other than reload, I don't see anything that really stands out for, attracting water spots or something like that. So there you go, guys. This was a fun test. Got a lot of extreme temperatures, and we'll recycle this hood and use it for the next test. Thanks again, guys. See you soon.